Trending news. Omini tells Buhari, you are running Nigeria for your own personal pockets. Let the borrowing less. If not, we will do it to you. Foreign loans. Buhari running Nigeria for personal pockets. Borrowing must stop. The national coordinator of PDP Youth Alliance, Dr. Charles Omini, has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to put a stop to this borrowing of his. He should put off all arrangements to take more foreign loans. Speaking with our Nine News Nigeria correspondent in Calabar, Dr. Omini, who described the recent moves by the federal government to borrow more, is for Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari's personal interest and not for the interest of Nigerians. He further called on the federal government to address the present harsh economy and security challenges facing the nation. He reminded the All Progressive Congress-led federal government of their campaign promises, that up to date, none of the promises have been fulfilled, and that Nigerian youth are ready for 2023 general election when they will throw Buhari out in shame. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Are you just knowing that Buhari is empty? He started by blaming PDP and Jonathan, but today there's nobody to be blamed. There's nobody to blame again, and that has exposed his incompetence and cluelessness. How can a good leader want to enslave his people for the second time by borrowing blood out of their bodies, by borrowing money from different states? Imagine, how are you going to pay back with all this money he has borrowed from foreign countries? 2023 is around the corner. I know he won't be able to pay this money before then, or even after then, because he's trying to put huge burden on the next president. He keeps borrowing money. He borrows, he will not pay back. He borrows. He has borrowed all the foreigners' money for Nigerians. I don't know. What did he use the money for? We don't know. Why are our government behaving this way? Why is the President Buhari's administration behaving this way? How can a good leader want to enslave his people for the second time? He borrowed them, the money he borrowed, he will be able to pay. And the next thing this country will say is, oh yeah, it's better for us, for the Nigerians to become slaves to all the money their leaders have borrowed. God forbid, that will never happen. That will never happen as long as God is alive. Imagine, how are we going to pay all these debts, and by which this caricature president that we have must have gone 6 feet below? Imagine, what a shame. Why is Jubilee doing this to Nigerians? Why are they making life miserable for Nigerians? The money will never end. The money will never use in doing anything for our families. It's been taken. It's been used. And at the end of the day, after all this money, it runs away, and the burden will become or be upon the new president, and also on Nigerian citizens. Imagine. This is very good of the writer, of this man. This is very good of Omini. I love what he said about Buhari. It's very good. This government is evil. Their mission is to come destroy the Nigerian citizens, to come destroy Nigeria, and they will never succeed. They want to sell us, they want to sell Nigerians to the third time colonization. Every time is $billion. Nigeria cannot even buy rice again. They can't eat good food. People that used to eat 3 square meal a day, even the 1 square meal is very difficult to get. Why are they doing this? See what happened during this NSAT protest. These protesters, they discovered a lot of warehouses that food was stored in. Items that were supposed to give in to the Nigerian masses during the lockdown period. Now everything has no more ventilation inside the warehouse. All the rice there have been decayed. The indomie decayed. Items in there have been decayed. Why? Because they believe the ones who can eat them alone. And at the end of the day, they can't even finish it. And everything has been a waste. Everything that was wasted. Imagine you can't buy things again in the market because things are so costly. The border that President Buhari has locked for years now, or for months now, has not been reopened. This is not fair. Why are they treating Nigerians this way? Those people that voted you in as a president, and you turn your back against them and maltreat them the way you are doing. This is not fair. Imagine, even Nigerian rice is very cost. It's overpriced. Is that a change he promised Nigerians before voting for him? Imagine, it's not better for Jonathan to be there enjoying and being sluggish than to bring in a sharp and a bold man that will destroy the country. It will not be well with anyone putting hardship in the face of the common Nigerian men. They are suffering. They have suffered a lot. And they are still suffering. And this so-called person in Aso Rock is not even making any move. He's not even finding any solution to all this. Instead, he keep promising, and then nothing's happening. Imagine. Are people signing this? Only God knows people that are signing this loan for him. Are people signing this loan not considering what the future will be like? I know that those that are signing this loan for him, they are also eating from this. They are also getting from this. They are also getting the money from this. That is what I know. That's why they cannot even say the truth. That's why they cannot even come out and speak out. They keep supporting because they kept eating this money together. But God is in heaven. They've forgotten that God's anger is everlasting. One day, a sinner man, a man go find himself for a fire, where he no go fit come back to come repent. Means that when God's wrath come upon them, they won't be able to repent. The wrath of God is final. Why did you repent when God gave you the time to do so? You believe that you are enjoying, you are in the world, you are the leader, you are this, you are that. Whenever you make any decision, it stands. Fine. Nigerians are suffering now, but you won't suffer. Your own suffering will be worse than this. A day suffering for you will be worse. That is it. Imagine. If care is not taken, the whole political corporate-led government will definitely sell this country called Nigeria. I don't know who sold this country. The loan that will not be given back, won't the collateral be recovered? So what are you saying? Buhari is running Nigeria as if the country has offended him. It's not Buhari. If truly is Buhari can never do this. The person in charge, the person here, as a governor, as a president, is definitely not Buhari, and somebody that has been planted to destroy the country. I don't blame him. I don't blame Jubril. I blame those that put him there. I blame the aides, the cabal, and even the wife that I refuse to speak up. I blame those surrounding him. And they cannot even utter words because their mouth is being closed. They close their mouth with money. What do you expect? They all will suffer this. They all will suffer this together, and not just the president. Imagine. They cannot even utter a word, let alone challenge the so-called president that the way he's leading this country is wrong. They can never do that because it's either he will be killed, or they should keep enjoying the money they're enjoying. They should keep enjoying the bribery. So viewers, you have heard it all from Omini. What is your take on this? What do you have to say concerning all this? Your comment concerning this is very much important. Please kindly drop every of your comments concerning this news below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button for more updates. Thank you.